Morning, kids. This is Dr. Callahan with week 9, Monday. How are you guys doing? Congratulations. You guys made it almost halfway into the semester. We're halfway there, you guys, until June. So keep in mind that this is week 9, Monday, and your warm-up log is due on week 9, Friday. So this Friday. So take a moment and answer the following questions. Okay, let's go ahead and start your assignment for today. It is Monday, so you guys do have your updated grades here. And apparently I have not posted it here yet, but that's okay. I will do that. So I'm going to do the assignment first and I'll post your grade up there because it is updated on Infinite Campus. I just haven't pasted over there, but that's okay. We'll get that done. All right, so today it is week 9, Monday. And this is Algebra 1, Semester 2. Today we're going to talk about solving by completing the square. Here are your instructions, so make sure you guys watch the video in its entirety. Check in with me by a certain time, and your assignment is due on Monday by 3 p.m. Excuse me. All right, so with that said, let me go ahead and pull up your grades. So we can want to paste it on there, so just hang on tight for a second. Let's make sure we select Algebra 1. And your overall grade is going to be at a 65.04%. And I'm going to go ahead and paste it with your student ID in addition to your letter grades onto your Algebra 1 MS team. Just put updated grades. So here you go. And here are your updated grades. If any questions, feel free to email me at ncallahan@washingtonschools.net. And all I can say is that if you have somewhere around a 50 right here, like right here, it means you haven't checked in with me at all and I haven't seen you in class. If you have like a 50 something, it means you haven't checked in with me on the hybrid days and I haven't seen you in class. So what do you have to do to raise your grade? Show up to class and check in with me on the hybrid days. It's really not rocket science, you guys. So make sure you're doing that. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be doing today. So let's go ahead and take a look at your guided notes. So you're going to be starting off on page 1, week 9 Friday, or week 9 Monday. This is your guided notes right here, where it says guided notes. Your practice in class, and more practice in class with your exit ticket and your reflection. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started then. So here is your breakdown for today. So take a look at this. All right, so let's go ahead and put this into perspective. So this week is week 9. Today is week 9 Monday. Next week is going to be week 10. Your finals week is going to be week 19. And your warm-up block is due this Friday, just so you guys have an idea as to where you should be. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so filling in this part right here, this is the same thing as a plus b times a plus b, which is FOIL, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. On the other hand, if it's a minus b times a minus b, what do you think that's going to equal to? Think about it. A squared minus 2ab plus b squared, maybe? Now, if you're going to do completing the square, your middle number here is b. Your last number is always going to be b divided by 2 squared. So then that's going to equal x plus b over 2 squared. I know it looks a little weird, but for the time being, just go with the flow. This one is a negative b divided by 2 squared. So x minus b divided by 2, parentheses, squared. So what is the rule for completing the square? Step 1. Take the middle number with x and divide it by 2. Second step, square it. Step 3, add that number to the right and left side. It needs to be on both. Fourth step, x plus whatever that middle number is, divided by 2, squared. And that's how you complete the square. So let's go ahead and see how do we go about doing that. So looking at a here, your middle number is negative 12. So it's going to be a negative 12 divided by 2 squared. If you think about it, that's a negative 6 squared, which is 36. So the number that goes in here is going to be 36. So to complete the square, take the middle number divided by 2, which is a minus 6 squared. Let's go on to b and give that a try. So your middle number for b is 5 divided by 2 squared, which is 25 over 4. So you put 25 over 4. To write it into the parentheses squared, x plus 5 over 2, close parentheses squared. Okay, next one. 1 over 2 divided by 2 squared is the same thing as 1 over 4 squared, which is 1 over 16, because 4 times 4 is 16. So 1 over 16. X plus 1 over 4, close the parentheses, squared. For b, if x squared equals a, then when you square root both sides, x equals a positive square root of a and a negative square root of a. So let's go ahead and solve this using that concept. Number 1, square root both sides, x equals plus or minus 9. Number 2, square root both sides, x plus 6, the square root and the square cancels, equals plus or minus square root of 7. Well, what is the square root of 7? You know a square root of 4 is a plus or minus 2. Square root of 9 is a plus or minus 3. So a square root of 7 has to be a plus or minus 2.6 because it's closer to this 9 than it is to 4. So x plus 6 equals plus or minus 2.6. Then you're going to go ahead and subtract the 6 on both sides. So you have 2 answers. X equals positive 2.6 minus 6, which is a positive point. It's a positive, negative, not positive. It's going to be a negative 3.4. Second answer is x is equal to negative 2.6 minus 6, which is a negative 8.6. And that's your 2 answers right here. All right, let's take a look at number 3. For number 3, let's add 3 on both sides. So you have 49x squared equals 3. Divided by 49 on both sides. That cancels. And your last step is to go ahead and square root both sides. So x is equal to plus or minus square root of 3 over 49. Okay, so after you're ready to review completing the square, follow the steps using completing the square. I want you guys to go ahead and fill in the blank, so pause the video. Take a look at mine and your work. So take a moment and just absorb that in. All right, now I'm gonna have you guys practice with this. So turn over to the next page. You could pick with any of these questions and just practice with them. When you're done with that side, you can go ahead and pick, or technically with the last one, you could pick any 5 questions that you would like and practice with it. Next, I want you to go ahead and take a look at these 8 right here, and here are the answers for those 8. So let's go ahead and pick one to do together, and then I'll have you guys do the rest, okay? So let's maybe do number 4. So x squared plus 12x, move that 6 over, equals positive 6. Remember, you're going to put a plus blank on both sides. What's your middle number? 12 divided by 2 divided by squared is going to be a 6 squared, which is 36. So I'm going to add the 36 on the left side, add the 36 on the right side. When you do that, you're going to replace this entire thing with x plus 6 squared, which is equal to 42. Now, you got to combine your skills together. Square root that. X plus 6 equals square root of 46. You know, 36 equals a plus or minus 6. 49 equals a plus or minus 7. I would say that a 42 is closer, well, it's about somewhere in the middle. So I can just say plus or minus 6.5. All right, so you have 2 answers. You're going to subtract the 6 on both sides. First answer is a positive 6.5 minus 6, which is a 0.5 as your first answer. Your second answer is a negative 6.5 minus 6, which is a negative 12.5 as your second answer. All right, you guys, that's basically it. When you are done, flip it over to the back. Here is your self-reflection exit ticket right over here. Make sure you guys go ahead and complete it. Your question for the exit ticket is, tell me what are the steps of completing the square. See if you can summarize it. And it doesn't have to be my steps. You just have to reiterate it and in your own words. If you need some extra credit, here are some extra credit on the right side. You're welcome to practice with it. And if you still need to have some difficulty memorizing or remembering how to do today's step, go ahead and type in this link. I have another video that will go over this with you guys. As always, stay safe and healthy and take care of one another. I'll see you guys next time.